Axe, yeah. MacD had quite the bracket to make it into top 8. He beat AMSA and then Hugs, which is, you know, kind of a bummer because they play a lot in SoCal.
Yeah.
And then Axe to make it into top 8, so that's really cool. And he's actually going to be facing off against Duck right now. That's going to be the first match we're bringing to you in this top 8. So I guess we're starting on the loser side.
Yeah, and I know Duck, you know, coming off of his win versus TSM Leffen, he definitely was really excited. I caught him in the lunchroom during the break, and he was smiling from ear to ear. But during the team's break, I know probably some of his momentum went down a little bit, but we'll see what happens here as MacD will have another opportunity to face off against a top Samus main.
That's right. So Duck is famously really, really good at this matchup. He's taken games off Armada before. He's gone on record saying this is basically his best matchup. And him and MacD actually, they've played in tournament in the past. I think they're actually 1-1 in sets.
Oh, wow.
So both of these guys have defeated the other. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the tiebreaker. So I'll be really interested in seeing how exactly Duck plays this matchup. I think traditionally it was considered Samus has a slight disadvantage.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty tough, knowing how Peach could just go through the missiles.
Right, Peach can definitely go through the missiles. Her aerials, you know, one of the most common things that Samus likes to do in this matchup, or, sorry, in most matchups is crouch cancel, but Peach can completely mitigate that with, like, you know, float cancel forward air. And when it comes to a war of the down smashes, Peach's is definitely stronger, but Duck takes that first stock with the back air.
Yeah, that was actually really well placed too. Catching MacD in midair, that's the way he caught him with the charge shot as well.
Yeah.
So MacD's going to have to be really cognizant of when he's going to opt for the floats. Solid grab right there as well by Duck.
Yeah, that's always a read because, like, you know, you're always gambling when you do that, when that grab. It's a lot slower than most conventional grabs in the game. Obviously, there's more range, but you're playing a guessing game with the opponent. You're basically saying, I think you're going to block.
Oh, yeah, this is so true. Knowing how it has an audio cue as well, which tells people, hey, I'm grabbing. You know, once you hear that sound.
That's one thing that people always talk about is like, oh, you should be able to react to that. I don't understand why people get grabbed by Samus, but, you know, in practice, it's much harder to react to when you're looking out for all these other, you know, normals that Samus has.
Wow, and right there, MacD not even going for the neutral there was while he was in midair, taking the missile to the face with a one-stock deficit to Duck.
Yeah, Duck is looking really strong right now.
Yeah, dude. Every time MacD's trying to approach, you see him opting for the screw attacks, making it hard for MacD to approach. Yeah. Almost linking that charge shot, too.
That would have been a lot of damage. There's the screw attack again. It's actually like this two-part thing because, you know, with Samus, most of the time Peach wants to be spacing outside of Samus's shield anyway. So she shouldn't be, you know, in a location where she can get hit by the screw attack. But Duck is able to position himself so elegantly with that wave dash out of shield that he's putting himself right where he can manufacture screw attacks and really punish MacD for doing the things he's doing in the neutral game.
And if you look at it too, MacD's shield is actually getting really small, which is why he's being forced to have to play aggressive against Duck.
I almost feel like he's playing a little desperate. Like I don't know.
There are definitely some times where MacD, if he notices that his back is to a wall, he'll just start attacking even more than usual.
Yes, I think there's multiple, that was a good power shield. You actually don't see that often on the missile, but I think a player's true tendencies tend to come out when their back is to the wall.
Yep.
And, you know, some people, they climb up and they stop throwing out moves. They stop pushing buttons. MacD is the total opposite. He's one of these players where I think when his back's to the wall, he really likes just pushing buttons, throwing out moves, and he just wants hitboxes on the field that his opponent can hopefully run into. So Duck, he's an extremely patient player. He's very, very good at, you know, staying out of trouble. So that might work to his advantage. Right now, actually, MacD's aggression is bringing him closer to Duck percentage-wise. Right now, they are tied in stocks, and that unfortunate Phantom hit. Phantom back here. Wow, that KOs, though. Down smash. Yeah, MacD went straight up into the skies. Normally, I was just going to say, normally that's good DI. You don't want to, you know, DI down to where you get sent really far off, but since he was at a high enough percent and he's a floaty, it just killed him off the top. Right now, it also looks like the turnip's not quite helping out MacD much in this matchup. Missiles going right through him. Yeah, the missiles, the jab forward tilt. That was a stitch face and he just chucked it. I wonder if he... and now he has a bomb, which he's not even going to chance, you know, any kind of mistakes, knowing that he's on his final stock here. Because if you throw the bomb, even if it hits his opponent, if Duck is near enough to him, the explosion will hit him too. Exactly. And then they'll both die, which, of course, if Duck is up a stock, that's no bueno. Yeah, that's a win-win for Duck there. Good up Bs from Duck. He's really just finding a lot of value from that up B out of shield. There's another one.
Yep, and it looks like this platform layout is definitely benefiting Duck as he's able to put out 2 missiles on the field in quick succession.
Another thing I noticed with the platform layout is that when he does those up Bs, he's actually able to edge cancel it a lot of the time.
Yeah, giving him a free get out of jail free card.
Right. You could do the up B, and even if you don't get the clean hit, you're pretty much unpunishable.
Nice patience right there by Duck, inching forward, and instead trying to set up his approach with the missiles, which is pretty smart. Doesn't want to go in raw with his approach. And MacD catching Duck as he's airborne, even though he was opting for an edge cancel with the screw attack. Good up air, but that missile is going to end it. Super missile taking the first game. Good job by Duck.
Yeah, that was very solid. Oh, they're having a little moment with each other. You see that? I don't know what words they exchanged, but they're having a jolly old time.
I wonder, some players, when they have respect for each other, they'll actually talk about situations that happen in a match,
Yeah.
Like, even though...
that was a sick blah, blah, blah you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys do have respect for each other as players.
It's honestly, like, sometimes even in a tournament set, when you talk like that to your opponent, sometimes it helps calm you down. Like, between sets, you're like, between matches, you say something like, yeah, but that was a really good match, or, that was a really good... whatever you did.
Yep.
Sometimes that helps people calm down, depending on the player, right? So it could even be not a tactic, but just a gesture to get yourself back in the zone.
True. And it could be a psychological tactic. If you think about it, you might soften your opponent, just make them think, oh, we're just friends. And it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
oh,
we're all
awesome.
buddy. And then Murderface is back on as soon as the match starts, yeah.
Exactly. Right now, Doug doing a good job of keeping MacD in the air, seizes the edge, and sends him off with that neutral air. Let's see how MacD manages to come back on stage now. Great usage of that up tilt, catching the tournament winner.
Yup. I like how Duck shoots that charge shot low, so MacD has to go high with the double jump, and he's able to get him with the forward air. He didn't kill him off of it, but it seemed like he was very close to it. That is going to do it, though. Wave dash out shield forward smash.
I have to say, that was really good by MacD, trying to go for the dash attacks just to push through the missiles instead of jumping into the air, which would leave him susceptible to the nairs that you saw Duck putting out. Regardless, that forward smash was well placed, and it netted him the first stop.
Man, Duck is looking really, really just untouchable right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, super clean. The way he wave dashes out of shield, he's just making the positioning battle really hard for MacD to win.
Getting so many fares, basically telling MacD to stay away from the edge and let me come back on stage.
Right, and even when MacD chucks a turnip, he'll shield it and then almost instantly wave dash out of shield so that he's not in a pressured situation. He's not in any place where MacD can continue to push an advantage. Interesting.
Yeah, managing to net that down smash off of the Mr. Saturn.
You don't see that every day.
See MacD trying to see if he can get a turnip that can benefit him greatly.
But that turnip, okay.
All right.
I think he maybe didn't have a
grapple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And right there,
he was mashing.
Yeah, he was mashing the crap out of that down smash.
I heard that.
Almost like Chun-Li in Street Fighter.
You see, he's still smiling a little bit. He was definitely. He knows it too. That's the MacD meme. He's MacD Smash. That's
exactly.
his thing.
That's actually his Twitch channel too.
Right. No, he knows it. Ever since the old days, I mean, for a little bit of history for you guys, MacD, even before he was a top player, he was known as that peach that only down smashes.
Dude, he was like a Pokemon if you think about it. He only did like dash attack, down smash.
Yeah, he was like he was a level 13 Pokemon. So he hadn't even learned all his moves yet. He only had 3 moves in his moveset. It was like dash attack, down smash, and I don't know, like turnip. So, but here he is. He's made it all the way to this state where he's a strong contender for top 8 at majors now.
Yeah, with so many great players here too in attendance. Imagine that. But right now, Duck, that was so solid. Looking like an air dodge trap. Duck going for the down throw nair, catching MacD, DIing up and back, and immediately responding with that back air.
Right.
That was so smart.
Covered all them options.
Oh yes, option coverage for sure.
And, man, Duck has been playing from the lead pretty much this whole set. I love the way he puts himself. He runs up, wave dash back, jab, forward tilt where it's safe. And he's just always in these positions where it doesn't seem like the things MacD is doing to him are more threatening than the things he's doing to MacD.
I think what's really impressive, too, is Duck's usage of the bombs, right? It looks like he's inching forward towards you, then out of nowhere he'll retreat, use the bomb, and, just try to reset positioning.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Because it stops your momentum.
Exactly. And he just knows the right times to pick and choose his jabs and tilts, too.
He's so good at playing the frustrating game. I think Armada, probably one of the best players, or the best player to do it, where he, you get him to this high percent, and then he just hangs in there, and just whittles you away. Duck is also really, really good at playing that style of defense. Man, and that super missile, he's getting a lot of mileage off the edge-guarded missiles.
Oh, wow.
Because, Peach can nair through a missile when she's on the stage, for sure, but when she's recovering, if she's already in her umbrella, for example,
there's no way for her to put out a hitbox that could clank with that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay,
nice forward air.
Yep, catching MacD, jumping over the missiles. That's what he's doing, basically trying to condition his opponent, put a projectile out there, and get a response from his opponent.
And I think, to be honest, the game plan for Peach is similar, right? That's like how she uses her turnips. It's the same game plan, but we're seeing Duck just able to do it a lot better with his missiles than MacD's able to do with his turnips. Which I think has been making all the difference in this matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, if you survive that was going to be insane.
I have to say, it's really crazy. Regardless of how patient Duck has been playing, MacD finally being able to bring it back percentage-wise.
Yep. Ooh. Okay. I like that.
And it's not the first time we've seen him power shield. This guy's just so consistent. He's not trying to allow the turnips to apply pressure to him.
Wow, that was a ballsy wave dash forward in the forward smash. His reads in the neutral game have been insane. Honestly. Okay, to the ledge.
Yeah, very smart going for the grapple, because even though MacD would have grabbed the edge, he would have been able to jump over.
Right.
Wow. The turnaround.
Yeah, that up air close to KOing. Nair into turnip. The unintentional combo.
Funny thing is, certain players would actually say, I meant to do that.
Right. Sometimes you say you meant to do it even if you didn't mean to do it. And that's,
That's what you call a lie.
That's yes. Thank you for phrasing it so eloquently. All right, that's game 2.
I can't believe it. Turnip tosses for the win.
Yeah, I guess that's the.
Oh, we didn't catch the air dodge.
Ooh.
That's good stuff, Leva. Leva's like, commentators, you missed that.
That could have been very game-changing. No, I think the situation, though, where the missiles and the turnips are their most threatening is when one or the other characters is recovering. Because the turnips are one of the few projectiles that can be sent at a downward angle, and that's exactly where Samus is going to tend to be when she's bomb jumping. Yep. Likewise, we already pointed out the super missiles. But Duck seems to really like this stage. He's basically almost taken the first stock, right? Unless MacD has something to say about it, but.
And that's the crazy thing. MacD will play as if he's at 0%, Yeah. He'll push forward. He'll even attempt a crouch cancel down smash. Wow, these air dodges are helping MacD quite a bit. Second time so far in this set, using an air dodge to land right on time, to get in a good position and avoid the charge shot.
Okay, I like that. MacD is caught on, the last game, one of the final neutral game exchanges that happened was Duck went for a grab and MacD's buffered a spot dodge.
Oh,
yeah, see?
Yeah, he's catching on to it. But this
we've seen sets earlier in the day where Hugs was playing, for example, I remember Hugs versus Zoller. Zoller was having a really hard time adapting to the grapple. He wasn't getting out of the grabs at all.
Yeah, he was just sitting in shield. And, interestingly enough, when we saw Leffen facing off against Duck, he was jumping a lot early on. I'm not sure if they were buffered jumps, as you could use the C-stick for that, upward.
Right.
Later on, he started looking like he was getting frustrated and just stuck in his shield a lot, and Duck just took it away and ran with it.
That's what we've actually historically seen. The same thing happened with Leffen versus Hugs. And good stuff to MacD for adapting and making those little adjustments in his playstyle based on what his opponent's doing, even just 1 or 2 games into the set. Very quick adaptation.
Yep.
Nice down smash there. I like that. That would have covered both the roll that MacD did and the spot dodge that he could have done. And then he just goes into sneaks in that back air, which is such a powerful move.
Yeah, catching MacD as he was in midair, knowing how hard it is sometimes to catch Peach in air because of the drifts, coupled with the float, or when you're using the parasol.
Right.
But regardless, Duck at the right place at the right time. Oh, and right now, MacD showing off the tech skill practice.
That's right. Well, Duck actually hit it. He went for another grab there, which... Well, I don't know. We'll see. MacD's been dodging a lot of them lately. Nice. Okay, forward air from the ledge into up B is a pretty common sort of two-piece combo, but I mean, the intent is more like it gets Duck back to safety.
Yep. Wow, good shield right there by MacD. And unfortunately for Duck, the reason that he was on the defense all this time was because he missed the edge cancel on the left side of the stage when he went on the platform. Right now, it looks like the tables might be turning in terms of control.
Yep.
Okay. I spoke too soon.
Yeah, Duck's still with a pretty comfortable lead. I mean, oh, wow.
Wow.
That was yeah, honestly, he didn't get a lot off of it, but that was a very impressive up smash.
Yeah, I mean, 60% is pretty good.
It's not bad.
Yeah, but he couldn't get combo as, yeah.
Right. Yeah, you hit a fast follower with that up smash. You're probably going to get a lot more. But Samus, you're reset to neutral. At least you look good for the camera. There's a grab. Yeah, he's getting a lot of damage off of setups like that. Forward airing MacD into the air, and then either comboing or hunting him down on the platform or whatever.
And Duck just trying to find his way to get away from MacD's pressure strings. Okay, good on MacD, respecting the up tilts, trying to see if he can come from above, but Duck responding with that well-timed anti-air. Up B.
Again, see, oh my god.
Ooh,
yeah,
good tech by MacD too.
He's been really going for those forward. Even when the forwarder wouldn't legitimately combo in or anything, he's just trying to get a setup off of it.
Oh, trying to see if he can sneak in that dare to something potentially. Oh, and that is it.
Wow.
Wow, when it rains, it pours. Goodness gracious.
Wow.
Going straight down into the blast zone in a anticlimactic fashion. Duck taking game 3.
Very sneaky edge hog, if I do say so myself.
That was quite quick.
Just like, gotcha.
MacD probably didn't even see it coming.
Probably not.
Yeah. I have to say, too, earlier, that one point where you saw Duck, I think he got a forward smash on MacD and he DI'd down in tech. One of the good things about going for that tech is knowing how amazing Peach's horizontal recovery is, right? You know, you could use the float and also even the parasol to cover great distances, even if you DI wrong and you go straight towards the blast zone, but you don't quite die, you know? Having the float and the up B at the ready will allow you to come back, so... Good knowledge right there by MacD. Regardless, Duck with that sneaky edge hog, allowing him to take game 3. Yeah.
Dreamland, I don't know, it's funny, like, the stages that the characters tend to like in this matchup are very similar for both Samus and Peach. Peach often will counterpick Fountain of Dreams as well, and Samus will counterpick Dreamland, so it's almost just like a very even battle in terms of the stages. One thing that Duck is really making use of on this stage is the missiles. He's doing a lot of those Isaiah drop missiles on the platforms. He knows he's got all the room he wants to, run away. Oh my god.
Oh, that Stitch face. Okay. Another thing that I just saw MacD do that was rather impressive was using the float to get out of potential grabs, right?
Yes.
That's pretty smart.
Before the Stitch face, right?
Yeah, because going for the spot dodge can be a bit risky.
Yeah,
float,
for sure.
on the other hand.
Yeah, you can set up for an aerial of your own, so why not?
The only thing is, if Duck sees it coming, he might recreate a situation where he might trick MacD into going into a float point-blank range, get him.
Right.
Trade situation. Both players coming back.
That's Dreamland for you.
Yep.
Yeah, Duck is really liking the platforms on this level, it looks like. He's taking the platforms, coming out with missiles, trying to outrun MacD, basically, but... in spite of that, MacD has found a way in. He's consistently been able to open him up so far without getting getting in too much trouble of his own.
Nice catch right there by Duck. Try to see if he can get a sweet spot version of the neutral air, or the hard version rather.
Right. Only got the soft version, which is not going to KO.
Good catch by MacD. Recognizing Duck opting for an escape option from that pressure.
Yeah, especially since Duck's been jumping on the platforms a lot.
Yep.
Wow, MacD is surviving down smash at pretty insane percents.
176, and Dreamland, of course, coming to the rescue. that's a stitch.
It is. Oh, wow.
Was that a stitch?
It was. Third wasted stitch in this set.
Knowing how Duck has been power shielding a lot of those, I think it's probably good for MacD that it didn't, he got rid of it.
There's another, just as you mentioned it. Okay.
Nice.
That's a super strong move. It will definitely KO at 200%. Nice grab.
It almost sounded like MacD tried to take to the air, but he grabbed him right before he jumped.
I like the setup from Duck, too, where he uses the missile to, get you to sort of sit there, often in your shield.
Yep.
And he can go for a grab from there, or if he so chooses, pressure with other moves.
Good stuff on MacD, capitalizing on the fact that Duck is not smash DIing away from those dares, converting into the neutral air. MacD getting a decent amount of damage right here on the right side of the stage.
Yep.
And Duck trying to see if he can just get that pressure off of him, using the up tilt to open that opportunity up, and now he's back in motion.
Wow. Scary situation. Okay.
I have to say that was really smart on Duck's part to use a safe move just to get his offense going. Sometimes a lot of players in frustration will opt for something unsafe, which will put him in an even worse situation.
Right, yeah. That's going to be one of Duck's fortes, I think, is not doing that thing you just said, not yielding to bad habits or unsafe tendencies. But right now, I mean, speaking of patience, MacD is playing the long game very, very well. He's not really giving Duck anything in terms of openings, and he's playing really a really great harassing sort of style. Duck takes that stock. It's 2 stocks apiece now, but yeah, in a floating matchup, a percent deficit is a bigger deal than in like spacey matchups or matchups where big combos are in play.
Just taking what he can get, bit by bit.
Yup. Good neutraler for MacD, catching him coming off the platform. Very platform-heavy play from both characters. I mean, it's it's interesting to see because Peach is often, she likes being in the air. She has her float and all that. But Duck as well, even though Samus is an extremely ground-based character, he's been, running on the platforms, wave landing around, using missiles.
I have to say, one thing that I really liked from MacD too, when he took that stock, he recognized that Duck did a ledge jump from the edge with an attack, and a lot of times MacD used to get hit, right? This time, he outspaced it with a float and responded with a fair, just to put Duck on his final stock.
Yep.
Yeah, not bad.
Nice turn up from MacD. Yes, that is exactly what he should be doing there. When you get Samus off the stage, she can only use her grapple once before she lands. So if you can cut it off with, for example, if you're Sheik, you can use needles, and of course Peach, the turnip.
Yep.
And then you can steal the ledge from them. You can get rid of basically all their options except up B, and then you can just edge hog them. Or edge guard them as if they were any other character that has that basic sort of upward trajectory up B.
So I don't know if you quite noticed the change of my facial expression, but I thought I heard Duck almost opt for space animals.
Yeah, I heard that same thing.
Right?
But I don't know, man. I don't think he would. That would be super crazy.
That's a bit of a risk. Knowing how amazing Duck Samus is, it's probably best to keep going with your tried and true. Knowing how it actually put you in the lead in the set too. So
I would think so.
Yeah.
Pokemon Stadium, this is probably a very good stage for Samus. I think probably the most common counterpick. Ooh, MacD with the first Stitch Face that actually connects, and he catches it.
That is going to be rough for Duck, especially if MacD's able to net more damage from this. Shield damage?
Man. Yeah, okay.
Okay, good
That's
stuff.
the thing about Stitch Faces, man. Even if you shield them, it's really bad for you because the shield stun is so long. And often you can get shield breakers off of Stitch Face situations, so really you just have to dodge them.
Yep.
All right, Duck is fighting from behind right now, but that was such a good back air. He barely couldn't, or could barely see him.
Yeah.
And he was still able to get the sweet spot back air as MacD was coming down.
It was actually really good presence of mind right there by Duck, showing that he's no stranger to the Peach matchup, right?
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think, when we see Samuses get those back air KOs on, like, in a lot of other matchups, you can combo into it. Against Space Animals, you can launch them up with a variety of moves and then use the back air to finish them off, but The reason that sort of thing is so impressive in this matchup is you can never combo into that sort of move. You just have to do it.
Right there, really good roll back from MacD. Usually when people roll backwards, you do get grabbed by Samus, but surprisingly, MacD was out of range.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Knowing how active the grab can be. Oh,
Ooh.
nice pick up.
Oh my god!
What a conversion!
It's just like that, he's back in the lead. I can't believe because it's like a game of chicken, right? You're laying there, you've been knocked down, and usually what happens is you can react to what the opponent does and do a roll or something. And that's why most players wait for their opponent to get up or do something and punish whatever they do after they get up. Oh my god.
Oh, a wave dash flub by MacD.
Jeez.
Okay, I think we're about to see Turbo MacD right now, guys.
I hope so.
Yep.
Because otherwise this set is over. That is a crippling mistake.
Yep, especially recognizing that this is potentially the last set for him.
Yeah, you don't want to go out like that, you know?
Not at all.
Oh my god, and Duck is laying on the deck. See, Duck, this is classic Duck. He knows how to frustrate his opponents. He knows how to play that game where not only am I mechanically skilled, I also know how to read your mental state and fight you on a psychological level. So, he'll take what he can get, and if he can shoot missiles, use uppies out of shield to push his opponent away from him, and just milk his advantage, he'll do it.
It looks like MacD is going to have to get a Stitch Face or something to bring it back because he's taking a lot of damage in these trades. Great power shield, but it might be too little too late here at this juncture.
Yep. This juncture, man.
This juncture.
Okay. Good back air. Man, without that SD, this is a close game. This is a really close game. But, ooh.
Oh, what a way to go for MacD. Well,